Be sure to click that little bell so you can never miss a video from the roundtable. Theories, reviews, news, updates, all straight to your device. Hashtag Notification Squad. Hey guys, Allstruck Vox here, and welcome to my review of The Good Lars. First things first, Colin, Jeff, and Joe, the best storyboarders on the show, rhyme unintended, and here they were great. The jokes were great, all the characters looked on point, and this episode was animated by Simp, so you know we were in for a treat with all these factors. And I love how this bomb almost perfectly interwoven the Beat City episodes and their character development with the overarching story. This is something Season 4 should have been doing this entire time. It's why a lot of people enjoyed Season 1, because we had Beat City character development with corrupted gems attacking, or the gems mess something up. It was always interwoven. And ever since Season 2, Season 3 sort of had this, but really not as much as the other seasons did, but this bomb brought that back to form. I think Season 4 as a whole would have been a lot better received had they done this with the other episodes. The conflict in this episode was Lars accepting to be himself and embracing who he is and not being ashamed of who he is and who he loves and what he loves to do. The cool kids invite him and Sadie to a potluck, and Lars is like, oh shit, I need to be cool. But how do I be cool at a potluck? But just beforehand, he was feeding Steven his new confectionery treat, pumpkin bread decorated to look an actual pumpkin, which Steven loved. He's like, Lars, this is amazing, you have a talent for cooking. And this is also following up on Lars' cooking skills introduced in the episode Island Adventure way back in Season 1. Again, another episode where Lars was developed, Sadie was developed, and there was corrupted gem conflict. So Sadie, Lars, and Steven put their heads together to figure out what can Lars cook for this event? How can he impress the cool kids without looking lame? And of course Steven says, just be yourself. These are your friends and you should just be comfortable around them. And to which Lars replies, when did you get so mature? And Steven says, sometime in between learning to summon my shield and finding out my mom's a war criminal. Steven also references the new Lars when he says, I've been in your body. And I feel like they're trying to keep that fresh in our minds for a reason, because something else happens in a bit that I'll mention. Then maybe go, this is gonna be something in Season 5. So long story short, they cut to the party, Sadie's trying to relax and unwind, and the cool kids like Sadie. They're like, don't worry about it. Don't worry if Lars isn't here yet. Steven's thinking, he still might be working on his cake, but then Steven and Sadie come to the conclusion that maybe Lars has some second doubts, maybe a panic attack, some anxiety, and he decided not to come to the party. Steven even goes around Beach City, he goes to the Big Donut, he goes to all these places looking for Lars, but he's nowhere to be seen. And we all know what the audience is thinking. We as an audience are like, yo, Lars is gone. The home road gems got him. Last episode took Onion, now they're coming for Lars. So it was interesting seeing that dynamic, Steven trying to find him when the audience knows in our back of our heads what really happened to him. Steven also sees Lars' cake in the trash. Okay, so here's my thing. That trash can was right by Sour Cream's house. So who threw it away? Was it Lars? Was it one of the homeworld gems? And do they even know what a trash can is? Because they may have a concept of a trash can on homeworld. I'm not really sure. And I feel like they should explore in the future if Lars actually threw that away, if it was a homeworld gem, or if it should just be left up to interpretation. But that's crazy because that means Lars was abducted right outside the house. This boy Lars was straight up snatched, and nobody heard that? So maybe he did just back out, though on his way home he got abducted. When Steven's looking for Lars, he tries to go inside Lars' body, again referencing the new Lars. But it fails, probably because Steven doesn't actually know how to do that while he's awake. He has to be asleep for that to happen. So that was a bit of an L on his part. This episode made me feel for Lars, it made me feel for Sadie, it made me feel for Steven, because they all want Lars to succeed. All three of them care about Lars, including Lars himself, obviously. What kind of sense does that make? Regardless, Lars ends up being a no-show, much to the dismay of Steven and Sadie. Sadie and Steven walk home, and when they go separate ways, the episode ends with these two gem silhouettes again appearing, and assumably, they abduct Sadie. Wow, what an episode! The plot is pretty straightforward. There's not much there in terms of what happens. It's pretty much just point A to point B to point C, but all the character interactions, the banter, the dynamic was all on point. And this goes to show when you have the right storyboarders and when you have interesting ideas, and more importantly, interesting characters, it does not matter what setting they're in. My only real complaint is that they had Colin and Jeff do this episode and not Are You My Dad or I Am My Mom, which those episodes are really important, and I feel like the really important episodes need the best storyboarders. I don't think anyone really argues that Colin and Jeff are one of the best storyboarders on the show. Lauren and Hillary are great storyboarders. They boarded some of my favorite episodes in season 2, and part of the reason why those are my favorites are because how the episode actually looks. They both offer a certain pizzazz to their characters. and Zook's gonna be gone after season 5. The way it sounds, she may not even be at the end of season 5 since she only has like 4 or 5 episodes left, after this mom like 3 episodes left. So whoever steps in her place has some big shoes to fill. But these are just my thoughts, and I want to hear yours, so please comment down below. What did you think of this episode? How do you feel about Lars after this episode? Do you like him more, less, or do you feel the exact same way about him you felt going in than you did coming out? Let's get a discussion going. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. Follow us on social media. If you're feeling generous, support us on Patreon. $1 can go a long way. And swing by the Roundtable store on Teespring to rep the Roundtable and get some awesome merch. Links to everything in the description. Awestruck Vox, signing out. This video has been powered by Patreon. If you want to give us some more support, head to patreon.com/roundtablevids, become a patron, and get some awesome perks. Thanks for watching another video on the Roundtable. If you want to get more involved with our community and watch videos from Let's Talk with Tom, Voxbox, and more, click the video right here. Or if you want to get some more of the animation goodness, watch some Crystal Clear or Meaning Monday, click the video right here. And please, don't forget to subscribe.